This is Team Dumpster.
And this is some hot garbage. I'm Ty.
I'm Brandon.
And that's Dave. What's going on, guys? We are back finally. This is Team Dumpster, and we're here to bring you some hot trash. Banlist is officially out today, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it.
Could say a lot of decks got dumpstered.
Yeah, 9 hits, 9 cards just banned. We got We got Orcust Harpor, Thunder Dragon Colossus, Ib the World Challenge Justiciar, Tempest Magician, Azathoth, Mirage Stallion, the fucking horse. I was gonna play that deck, and now it's just I don't know what to do. It's probably gonna be like a toolbox kind of deck now. But the biggest hit, Engage. Like finally, no more Sky Striker. I know you're upset about it, but yeah, it had to go. It was just ridiculous. Just plus after plus after plus after plus. And then right after that, we have my deep and hurtful blow of Electromite, and it didn't deserve it. All right, I'm just gonna get out there right away. It didn't deserve it. I know you hate Pendulum, but
there were other things that could have hit.
And finally, the real question mark of the list, but I mean, it's still understandable, is Brilliant Fusion. Just being able to just dump 2 things in a Garnet, just pretty good.
I noticed a lot of people talking about the Brilliant Fusion, like it came out of nowhere. 2 sets from now, we have a card that searches it, and it's an instant FTK if it resolves, so that's why it's gone. And I've seen a lot of videos of people just like complaining about certain cards being hit, but for a ban list like this heavy, and it was fucking heavy, a lot of things needed addressed that maybe aren't problems right now, but probably would have been problems had they not been taken care of.
Overall, all the hits I think were really good placed and definitely needed hit, and the game can move forward just a little bit more with other decks and just what there have been.
Except Electromite. But onto the limited cards, we have Lithogasm is finally back. True King Dino players rejoice. I think it's gonna be an okay card. It's not gonna be as powerful as it was before, just because Danmon's still gone. We have Pot of Avarice, Pancratops, Servant of Endymion, again, my heart. Cards of Demise, Dragonic Diagram, Into the Void, Sekka's Light, Red Reboot, and Danger Nessie. I really think that the Red Reboot hit is really weird. I understand they're trying to promote like different deck ideas, and just all the stuff that we had for back removal was just ridiculous almost. And plus we're getting that new Lightning Storm card, so kind of balances out in a way. But I think Guru's gonna be one of the best decks in the format because of it.
It'll definitely be good. The only thing on that list that has me thinking is Lithosagam, and I don't know. I don't think a card like that does anything healthy for the game. I mean, we'll see. I just think it'll either be irrelevant or be too good. I at least appreciate that they're experimenting with certain things, taking them off the list. That can't be said enough. There's so many things on the ban list that I would like to see come off for 100 different reasons. And while that wouldn't have been my first vote, it at least shows that Konami's not scared to do it. Every one of those cards needed to go, in my opinion. Every single one of them. I feel good about absolutely everything on those changes.
I wonder if Lithogasm can like be used in like Block BA or something.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely trying that out.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about Pot of Avarice? What do you guys think?
It's good. I like it. I want it to breathe life back into some old decks that I wasn't playing. Like I could definitely play like Junk Synchro now, and that's just a straight up draw too.
Oh geez.
So it can't obviously be used by every meta deck, and I think that's the hallmark of a card that's like good for the game, is that like if it's powerful and it can't be used by everything, you at least gotta entertain the idea of bringing it back. I don't think Avarice does anything so broken in today's game that it warrants being banned, but I don't know. Maybe at 1 is probably fine. I don't know if I'd go over that.
What deck are you saying can't use it?
Well, it's more like decks can use it, but there's probably better cards to play. Like Black BA probably wants it when like, you know, strategies of that nature where you like mill a whole bunch or like make your entire extra deck, but like stuff like Orcust would never want to play it, Sky Striker would have never wanted to play it. So like while those decks are dead, it like stands to reason that there's a bunch of decks in the format that have existed that haven't wanted a card like that. I can't imagine that Konami unlimiting that or unforbidding that card and bringing it back into the game. That like there'll still be a ton of decks looking for it.
I think every deck can utilize it, and that's like the beauty of it. But a lot of decks won't want to, just because it's kind of doesn't really do much for them except like maybe recur. But at that point, they should be winning.
Yeah, it's a little win more in some strategies.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a surprise one, really. Pankratops going to 1. I thought it was a really balanced card. I don't know what you guys think.
I think Pankratops is the greatest side deck card ever printed, and probably needed to go.
It definitely needed to go where it get it. What I don't understand is why are we hitting Sekka's Light?
Oh, well, it's a pot of green, you know, and then you get to draw an extra one by just shuffling one of your deck cards back.
Any deck that's playing Sekka's Light probably isn't doing anything healthy. So, like, if those decks can exist, they can exist without Sekka's Light.
The only deck I can think of that's playing Sekka's Light is Block BA.
No, man, it's super heavy samurai. You gotta give it to them.
Show me a top table for that one.
Oh.
Someone show me a top table for Super Heavy
It's not
Samurai.
always how many decks.
Big
It's
boy
just
sometimes
sometimes
coming for you, I swear.
it's not always how many decks. Sometimes it is just simply if it is being played in one deck. And it is a situational card that can't really be played in a lot of stuff. But like it is a strictly better pot of green for those decks. And, like,
Mermail could really have used it too. So like with all the deep sea stuff coming out, they could have been splashing there, and then just a whole mess of things would happen with water being the best deck.
Yeah, I mean, but it also depends on like which route with Mermail you went. Like you'd have to still play Mermail Lantians, because if you do get into some of that Marincess stuff, they might not play the Sekkas.
So did I say Marincess? I meant Deep Sea Diva.
Yeah. I think you said both.
Yeah, okay. But no, like I don't know, because like Mermail's they just really needed the maybe they played one sphere and one of the Abyss scale, and that's just really like negligible when you can just draw 2 more cards to like pitch off stuff.
Yeah, another card that I literally just bought them like days before they got hit was Cardinamize, but that card probably should have gone too. Cardinamize is, while heavily restricted, it doesn't do a lot of healthy stuff for the game either. The decks that can take advantage of it probably benefit a little too much, and if Sekka's Light was too good, Cardinamize is definitely too good.
I'm glad that card is gone, just because Paleo players will have a harder time getting their stuff. I can't stand Paleo.
Look, guys, you're over here like these cards are gone, man. We use on the limited. We got ones, boys.
Yeah, just one. That's it though. Servant and Endymion, I get it, but Pendulums weren't doing anything, man. They were topping, but like they were few and far between. And I get it, tutoring out a negate is kind of broke, but they needed something.
I feel like they probably could have kept Electromite. Servant going to 1 makes a lot of sense. I think like instead of Electromite, you probably hit like some number of other cards, because like without Electromite, I just don't think, even if Electromite was the only card gone, I think that's a little too much to recover from, because like without it, I don't know what the deck does for consistency's sake. You just have to draw your good cards all the time.
Or if Electromite's gone, just give us back Astrograph.
That's a good point. You can play like some other kind of pendulum builds.
Yeah, like just go back to Magicians, and then we don't have double Iris still, so like still not it wouldn't be the best version still. I mean,
might be fine.
Let's go down to Dragonic Diagram. Finally, Diagram's gone. Well, not gone, but like it's at 1, and True Draco is gonna have a really tough time with all these hits to it, like Cardinamize, Diagram.
As a player who likes stun decks, I am glad to see Cardinamize and Diagram gone. And I've played Diagram in like almost every deck I've actually wanted to play. So when it can be played in so many things, and it generally doesn't do anything that is good for the game in that regard, it probably needs to go.
I'm just so sick of seeing True Draco at the beginning of every format.
Yeah.
Not like guaranteed at least like 3 decks up at our locals.
Every time.
And you're one of them.
Personal opinion, I love me some True Draco.
I just like...
There's his helmet.
I just like... I mean, I was playing Diagram and Cosmo. Like, that should just tell you everything you need
Oh, I
to
know.
about it.
It was dumb.
It's a little
It
too good.
worked, but it was dumb.
Like it's too splashable, and anything that like benefits from destruction effects, and like that. It's been around forever too. I'm sick of looking at it, and I'm sure people feel the same about like Striker, which is like the big knock on this list. Everyone's like happy Engage is gone, and that's all well and good. And I'd be a little bit more upset as somebody who plays Striker, but the fact that they like blanket just hit everything, like I feel that's a fair trade. And of those cards gone, so glad Diagram's gone. I don't want to see it for like at least another 5 years.
Alright, Konami, next list, bring it back to 3. I need it.
With Masterpiece, of course.
Oh, give me one. Just one. That's all I need is one.
That's what I said about Astrogab last list, but no, they
That card's
take
too broken.
it. I know, but Into the Void. It's just Upstart, but better, right?
I would say like slightly worse, but like it functionally the same card.
The cost is like no one cares because you're just throwing your hand on the field or in the grave anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's not for literally every deck, but if you're playing Into the Void, you're
playing a dumb combo deck. If you're playing Into the Void, I would know.
yeah. So at the end of the day, it's if Upstart can go to 1, Into the Void can go to 1.
Okay, that's really all has to be said about that one. Sega's Light we already touched up on. Red Reboot. I just don't know, man.
It's the best back row stopper, and I think they want to promote a slightly slower game.
But like now we have all the songs, so like there's no outside of Denko.
Yeah, I mean nobody's realistically going to play literally every copy of them. I just think like
Oh, someone
Denko, get warning. It's still gonna happen.
though. Counterfeiters are salivating for something playable right now.
I'm just saying that it's a more important hit than we think it is. I don't want to go into the next format with all of the back row hate that we have, and then like just not be able to set traps ever again. Now, that's a whole separate rant about trap cards in general, but like Red Reboot is 100% like the greatest card for just dumpstering a back row deck. You just got to time it right the first time, and they lose. And I don't like the idea of like being able to beat a deck on just one card. So like there's something to be said about Red Reboot going to 1 being important for Konami's plans, but the rest of the ban list, like in context of the rest of the ban list.
I guess we'll see how that goes. But Danger Nessie 2-1. I guess just an engine hit because it's literally splattable and everything.
Are you tired of looking at danger cards? I'm tired of looking at danger cards.
Well, but like half of them are so cute. Like Snake.
Yeah, they'll look really fucking fine in my dusty ban card binder. I'm just so tired of looking at dangers.
Well, I mean,
I'm not tired of looking at dangers.
yeah, you still play Block VA, so.
Yeah, but dude.
They'll keep playing it
I
on
was-
this list.
Yeah, this list I'll keep making my improvements.
Yeah, you don't
and
even
working
care.
on it.
You don't even care necessarily.
Nope, he'll just play a different danger.
Maybe a dog man.
That's probably a Mothman.
I'm
one's
already playing Mothman.
Which one's
Yeah.
level 6? Is there a level 6 one?
Pretty sure that's
Maybe
dog.
Yeah, it is dog. It is
I
dog.
thought Doggy was 7.
Back to the board. Hold on.
Even if he was, are you really gonna play Dogman?
No, I'm not. Ask him.
I might.
Oh,
No, Dogman's 7.
okay. I thought
just
so.
play Bigfoot or something. I don't know.
Actually, with Doll's background, I might even just go with the.
Actually, Bigfoot might be the play because you can like overlay him and Block Dragon into the Gearsu.
There's also the possibility of running Choop, because Choop can revive a danger for free stuff.
Well, I was actually gonna say with all the back row,
Play-
play Thunderbird.
I could.
The whole danger lineup is good except for Dogman. So,
Nah, Dogman helps you win games actually.
Dogman.
Alright, moving on. The semi-limited list, only 3 guys. We got Deep Sea Diva, Tour Guide, and Mind Control. What do we think about the Deep Sea Diva coming back to 2?
It's a Konami move. They want to sell the Deep Sea stuff. I don't know what broken thing you're gonna do with Deep Sea Diva specifically, but like if Deep Sea is a big deck, it won't be because of her. So I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other on that one.
I can't see that being anything other than like maybe broke. Just because.
It's an annoying set of effects. I don't know if I would call it like good, but like if it is good, it just won't be because of her.
Mhm.
I mean, anytime you see water, you're gonna see a deep sea diva no matter what the deck is.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then you're seeing water, then you're seeing mermaids a little bit. So it's definitely gonna be mermaid mix something.
Maybe even like Marincess deep sea diva. Give Marincess something.
See, I'm not set on those guys yet.
I mean, they have, well, with the new card coming out, they have like searchable impermanence basically, which is kind of cool.
Oh.
They still rely on that stupid field spell though. So, I mean, a lot of decks rely on field spells, but this one is like, you need that field spell.
Do you need to activate it?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
you need to get your 3 dudes equipped with it. So like,
that sounds rough.
it's very rough. That's why the deck's not doing anything right now. Tour guide. What do we think of the come to 2? I know you're happy.
No, I'm definitely happy. I mean, it doesn't change that much because normally it's either Tour Guide or Math Man is really the starting place if I still have my 3 Math Man.
Does it add like a brick to the deck just because of like you're just adding another normal summon?
Yes and no, it just gives me more, since I'm not drawing off Sekka's Light obviously anymore, it gives me another chance to open a starter.
Okay, that's fair. Any thoughts on Tour guide?
About the same as Deep Sea Diva. It's a lateral move to me. Some decks that benefit from it, I don't think they benefit that much from it. If you got your fun tier 3 or rogue deck that need another tour guide, there you go. Happy birthday.
I'm sure someone's gonna be playing like 2 Tour guide and a Sangin just to get a hand trap.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not saying it won't happen. I don't know that like it changes the game much. But I mean, having more cards is never bad as long as they're not doing anything super busted. So, if we're getting an extra card out of it, fine. It's a good change.
Can't wait for Terror Top to come back to 2 so we can start playing that engine again.
Please no.
Not gonna happen.
And then finally on to Mind Control. I don't know, I thought it was a pretty good side deck card, and it's being hit again.
Some people in their go second decks remaining it, and I think that's the line Konami wants to draw.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are we just trying to like ease off of games 2 and 3, like relying on the side so much? Is that why we have all these like side deck card hits?
I think it promotes more
Creativity, maybe?
Well, creativity. I think it like I don't think Konami's seeing it as all kosher that like you build a go second deck and it starts with just 3 ofs of your particular go second deck's staple of choice. Like I don't know if you've seen some of the decks at the locals, but like a lot of the go second decks are always like, well, here's my 3 Pang and 3 Mind Control, like guaranteed, because they're just nuts. And then like
And then Super Play game 2 and 3.
yeah, and it got to probably be a little annoying seeing that like you have these go second decks, but all go second deck is like here's my dual Devastator with a splash archetype of my choice. And I think for Konami's like patience there gets tested any single time that somebody takes side deck cards and names them. They just have a history of hating that. So
Maybe we'll see. And then finally onto the cards that have just been removed from the list. We have Morphin Jar 2, Tribe Infected Virus, the Phantom's Lake, Rank Up Magic, Lady Debugs, Kagari, Book of Moon, Solemn Warning, Soul Drain, Dark Arm Dragon, Performance Pile, Damage Juggler. There's a lot just came off for no reason. So let's get into it. Morphin Jar 2.
For no reason.
Oh, that's true. But Morphin Jar number 2, probably like one of the bigger like surprises of coming off the list. We're already seeing like empty jar decks coming out, and it might be rough.
Yeah, there's literally nothing healthy you can do with a Morphing Jar 2. No reasonable deck is going to play a Morphing Jar 2. And the only argument I've seen is that it's an okay side deck card against certain decks. And while true, I don't necessarily want the rest of everything that comes with it. And that's just one of those cards where if I see it, it's going to ruin my day. I can already tell. So
My very small child mind looked at that card when I first opened it and was like, this card sucks. And I never played it and just decided to go with my very janky Chaos Ember Dragon summon deck.
I'm just saying, you really don't think this card has a spot somewhere?
No, I just said it.
No,
It's already coming.
no, a Morphing if it's doing anything, it ain't doing nothing healthy. I have too many bad memories of Morphing Jar 2.
Just like degenerate more than so than unplayable.
I'm just gonna let you know right now, Guru, you will see it.
Oh, what's up?
Because you're going to see a lot more Guru this format, I guarantee it.
Yeah, because there's another card down here on the list that just came off that really helps.
Yeah.
And we have Trap Infected Virus next, though, and this has just been a long time coming. It's been on the list for no reason for the longest time.
Why, Konami? We have 3 Dark Hole. We had Regeki. You printed a card that is Duster and Regeki. It took you this long to take the shittiest card, like ever. Like, Bestiari got a bad rap for being on there way too long. That card should have came off a decade ago. It's not good.
Don't forget about your boy Stratos, though.
No, at least Stratos had like a real warning. Like they were worried about what Tried Infecting Virus did in 2006, and they were just like, "Oh no, boys, got to put that on the ban list." But like when was the last time that somebody played a Dark Hole or Regeki against you, and you were like, "Oh no, my plan is ruined"? Like,
well, now this is like searchable in water, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and just at the cost of 2 cards, you can somewhat Regeki somebody sometimes. So like, I don't know, It's not even good unless you're playing like an all one of them xenophobic archetypes that only want to be one type. So like if you're playing, I don't know, like Generator, they don't care. It doesn't do anything against that. Even like with me playing like Samurai or whatever, like my end board is just like
5 different types.
Yeah, it's 5 different cards. So like I don't know what they're, and then it gets negated. It's just not a good card. It's fine at 3. Nobody will play.
Brandon.
I just actually don't have any, like, rest of the list. I actually don't have a lot to say about any of them. They're like neat. They're off. They don't. To me, none of them actually just stand out.
You don't think the Rank-O-Matic stands out?
That's only for dark, so not really.
I'm going to be very upset the first time somebody turns it in Gearsu into a Calamities. That's
already going to be happening. I promise you.
Yeah, that's going to ruin my day.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then, we just learned what's going to ruin David's day. So Lady Debug comes off the list finally. And I think that's good for a lot of the Cybers decks, especially the ones that are coming out, like Ibister and Rensis kind of needed it a little bit. And it even helps Salamangreys. It helps them with like rank 4 toolbox kind of thing.
If Stratos can be at 3, literally every other level 4 summon and search can be at 3. It's fine.
Yeah.
And we have Sky Striker Ace Kagari coming to 3. With,
good. Thanks.
with Engage going to 0. This is can Striker even play Pure right now?
No,
not at all.
No.
Even with Rose?
I had somebody tell me, yeah, you just play Floodgates. I'm like, okay, so I could play literally anything and flip up a Floodgate. Why am I playing Striker with Floodgates?
Small enough engine, you know.
For what though? Like that's the problem. Is you're like, all right, I got these Striker cards. Now what? Because you don't plus off of them, which is what you're supposed to do, and then if you're using them as an engine, you have another strategy. Well, what strategy is benefiting from like multi-roll?
No, you just attack with Kayate a few times per game.
Oh yeah, it's a nice 6-turn kill, y'all.
I'm just saying, it's 3-card strat. You got your multi-roll, you got your Widow Anchor, and you got your Iron Wall.
Iron Wall.
Oh yeah.
What are we banishing? Like, who's banishing right now?
And you just can't control any main deck monsters. It's fine. Or main zone monsters. It's fine.
No.
I mean, you're using that Widow Anchor every turn.
Take your striker cards.
Yeah, why aren't you?
Oh.
Throw them in the trash. It's fine. They're done. Don't even play it.
That's some jank right there.
I mean, when I was playing Strikers, that
is some hot trash.
That was the hotness, actually. I was able to play my 1 Widow Anchor every turn.
You go ahead, buddy.
I did. No, I did.
Oh. Proud of you.
Can't no more. Can't no more. I can't start shit.
Yeah, you literally can't summon Shizuku and cry.
We still have the field spell, the duality stuff.
Well, good. All 4 cards that are left.
It's gonna be like 3.
3 Afterburners,
Yep.
3 Jamming Waves,
Yep.
and
3 Short Cannon.
I'm telling you, like, these hits are bad enough that Black Wings are like, oh damn. Like,
It sounds like I gotta play Vector Blast also, and that sounds horrible.
Is that the one where like you spin extra deck dudes?
Yeah.
you mill 2, and then if you have 3 spells in grave, you spin it, dude.
Oh. Is it target?
Nah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Well,
that I don't know.
It doesn't target because it like specifically affects one zone.
No, it affects both. Because
it
that's
affects,
both.
it affects zones. It doesn't affect like the monster themselves. I think so.
it affects player.
No, I wouldn't say it affects the player. I think like it's non-targeting, but like obviously cards that are unaffected by card effects can't be spun by it because it's still the card effect trying to. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it doesn't target, but it like targets the zones.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have a big bad Book of Moon coming to 3 finally. It's been years.
I'm excited. Nothing good will probably come of it. It'll either be useless or like ruining my day with Morphing Jar, but I'm happy about it. It's been years. I love Book of Moon. It's one of my favorite cards.
I think it'll be fine. It's a very, especially with the new Master Roll coming out, it'll be a lot more useful, but I still don't think
You could play them in Striker.
Okay.
can. Yeah, so like outside of like maybe Guru and Shaddolls, I don't really see it being played in anything else.
I have one deck it's playing in.
What?
Some Gladiator Beasts. You get your Darius. You
Oh,
chain
yeah.
your Book of
The
Moon.
old combo.
Correct.
Yeah, you get your Gazaris out of grave and book your Darius, and Gazaris pops 2 cards.
Oh man. I mean, I'll probably.
That's probably it's dumb and gimmicky, but like I'm happy to see that it's here.
So, I'm just saying, there is another deck that we'll play if anyone remembers that combo.
And then the last of the Solemn Brigade is finally at 3 Solemn Warning.
Whatever.
Needed time, everyone else is.
If Judgment can be at 3, Warning can be at 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone wants to pay all that life, go right ahead.
Okay.
You have fun.
And to the guy who's playing 9 Solemns, that's going to be real nice game 3. I want to know what your plan for that is, because
Especially since my
Guiding Light Ariadne.
I'm just saying my game 1, turn 1 is 15 minutes. So if we get to game 3, please pay.
and just like, can you imagine being that guy who's like, I have 6 cards I can side in for this, and 9 cards I have to side out. Like, that's gonna suck. You're just putting in stuff that doesn't even make sense. Like, here's my Cyclones. Well, I was playing Monster Match. I don't know, man.
Wish it was a Magic, we just slap the side deck on.
Wait, I play Cyclones and I'm playing Monster Mash. What do you mean?
No, he's siding them for monsters because, like, you probably don't have this problem, but us bad kids here, sometimes we look at our main deck and go, that is 12 cards that just don't do anything against this deck. So, if you're playing like 9 Solemns, if like you get the game 3, it doesn't matter what your opponent's playing, you gotta side out 9 cards. So,
Are they playing Scolding too?
no, they won't.
Which one's Golden?
That's the pay 3,000.
If it's the only, it has to be the only set card.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just Judgment,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's pay 3,000. It can be the only set card.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then what's the other one? Solemn Scales or whatever.
Who cares? Well, you'll never touch it. It's fine.
No, dumb FTK decks will love it. And Burn. Burn loves that card. On next to the Soul Drain, which is another big card to come off the list.
It's a floodgate, so I'm not really a fan, but it does stop Orcus. So if that's one of your favorite things, you can play 3 now. But good luck winning them die rolls, though. I'd still just say play Lancio.
It hurts me a little bit too, actually.
Yeah, honestly, your whole deck is just grave stuff.
For the most part.
What do you mean for all the most part?
Well,
No.
I mean, like,
I can literally
I'm
special
sorry,
my
you-
BAs from hand.
You normal summon a mathematician that's not engraved.
No, I special the BAs from my hand too. As long as it's not Graph Seer.
well, in fairness, if he's going second, which you would ideally be having the Soul Drain if you're going first, he could still, when he draws into 6 cards, he could just make a Boral Sword. Like, you probably need more than just the Drain, but like, by itself, it's powerful. It'll stop the things it's supposed
He
to
thinks
stop.
I'm getting no Boral Sword without a grave. That's hilarious.
No, you just get to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
He's got the Boral Sword.
well, I mean, obviously, like, you have 6 cards. You deal with the thing, and then you make it, but...
That's all just said.
Moving on to Dad came home, guys. He finally came home.
Yeah, he was out for getting cigarettes or milk or whatever dumb excuse it's been for years.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's been all.
If the store's only 5 minutes away, and it takes a man, like, they walk, what,
It's
a
been
mile
10
a
years.
minute or something?
3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did it take 18 years to get here.
Well, you know, he had to stop at the drugstore, pick up the eggs, and then he realized he got the wrong eggs because he didn't get the brown ones. And you know how much his wife loves them.
Do I?
He did. You didn't, because you're a shit child.
No.
Well, he's back. You don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah. So welcome back, Dad.
No one will play it.
I missed
Don't
you.
say
I
no
love
one.
you.
I could technically play it and be fine.
Yeah, you know how many people say, yeah, I can technically play it because I'm playing Darks, but you don't. You know why you don't.
You can actually.
I can manage my.
You can play Dad in Monarchs.
But why would
Wow.
you play another break when you could just play it extended?
I don't know.
See?
Dad in Monarchs. Let's go. And
Dot
last but
marks.
not least, Perform Pal, Damage Juggler.
Sure.
It's just, yeah.
No, because now we have answers for that stupid Mystic Mind burn deck.
The thing
Yeah,
that,
yes.
that we haven't seen since it first came out.
Well,
It's still around.
it's still one of those dumb decks.
Where did you see it? Because I have yet to see it.
I don't remember where it was, but I recently saw it.
Well, think about how many things just got hit on the list. People are going to be looking for decks. That could be one of them.
That might be one, actually.
Maybe Rossburn will finally come back.
Negative.
Uh,
Don't even bring,
No, he's already thinking about it.
and don't even bring that up, because now my honey's gonna come somewhere. I don't want to deal with that.
Big Tree Fall Hard.
Fall pretty hard. Like banned from Konami events for a year hard.
No, not even. He was at the regionals last time.
Ah, yes, with his mustache.
Because he can only go to tier 2 and up.
Oh yeah, 'cause he can't go to locals. It's like it's the weirdest punishment ever. Like you can come to regionals, just you can't come to locals.
Oh, you can steal everything from these kids that you don't know, but like locals, nah.
Nah, crossing the line.